To install Console Assistant, from any browser, enter 69.28.111.10/download manager. Then click on the link to install Console Assistant. You will be taken through a setup wizard to install Console Assistant, so just follow all the steps and install the required programs as prompted. When the application has been installed, I recommend that you create a shortcut and place it on your desktop, like this one. Launch the application, and then in the phone number field, enter your direct telephone number. This is the number that is displayed on the Cisco phone that you are using and is not necessarily the main business line. Enter your password in the phone password field. When you run the program for the first time, you will need to enter the call and DB agent IP addresses. You can obtain the IP addresses from your account manager, or you can contact support for this information. Once the login information and IP addresses have been entered, click the Login button. There are a few configuration settings that should be set up before using Console Assistant. To do so, click on the checkbox icon at the top of the screen to open the Console Assistant options. First, select Call Control from the drop-down list, and mark the checkbox that says Show Parked Calls in History. Then click on the Actions tab. We recommend that you establish these settings. The default double-click action for a ringing call is set to answer. The default double-click action for an active call is set to transfer to a selected phone. The default double-click action for a call on hold is set to resume. And the default double-click action when dialing a call is set to end call. Next, from the drop-down list, select Phones, and then click on the Actions tab. We recommend that you set the default double-click action for an in-service phone to immediate transfer. But if you usually speak to the transfer recipient before you transfer the call, you should set this to supervised transfer. Once you have finished, click on the OK button. Next, you will need to add all of the members of your directory into the phone section. The directory panel will be already pre-programmed with all of the phone lines in use in your company. To add all of the users in your directory, highlight the whole list by clicking on the first contact and then clicking on the last contact while holding down the Shift key. Then click on Add to Phones to the left of the list. The Phones panel will be populated now. For this demonstration, we'll only show a few of these numbers. Please view the next video for the overview of Console Assistant.